Captain Dennis here with Squalus Marine, another fantastic dive video. Today we're heading out to the middle of the Sound to investigate a wreck we've never been to. We kind of came here on accident, and we're calling it the Behemoth because we don't know what else to call it because this big giant boat sits down the bottom. So our friend Ben Roberts from Eastern Search and Survey came out into the Sound, took some sonar images of it. Here you go. And we've circled the area right here that we dropped the anchor. See that circle? We're in there, so that's where we dropped the anchor. So to be honest with you, we have no idea where we dropped the anchor. So we're going to go down and check it out. Ed's already gone down once before, but we're going to go down and put the camera on it and see what we can see. So we got these numbers a few years ago from a fisherman, and we came out to investigate it. This is in the middle of the Sound. It's a little deeper. It's roughly around 100 feet. But this is kind of an idea of what it's like when you're diving on something in the Sound. Sometimes it's not great, but you gotta go so you can know. So we're descending and just kind of giving you an idea of what it's like for us sometimes when you're going and investigating something that's brand new and you don't know what you're going to get into. You could get into some nets, you can get into some debris, but we're just going to keep on heading down this line. So we're just squeezing on our nose and equalizing and all that stuff as we descend. And there's some particulate in the water. We've got a pretty strong current, and Ed said that it wasn't when he was down here, but that changes depending on the day, time of day. But you know, if you've got claustrophobia or you've got some issues with visibility, this might not be the sport for you, at least not in this part of the world. We're still descending. So I do things a little differently because we don't necessarily like grapple in and do all that good stuff. We just kind of drop the anchor and we see what happens. We don't know if we're getting into, like I said, entanglements and stuff. So we're just going to keep descending. And we're just following that rope, pulling ourselves down. And this is just, again, this is we're just showing you so you can kind of have an idea of what it's like sometimes. So they're not all home runs, folks. They're not all home runs. Any day now. All right, and we're getting closer. I think we're about 20 feet away from the chain. There it is. There she is. So this wreck is pretty skeletal. It's we believe it's some kind of a freighter. You can go back to the beginning and look at that sonar image, but this is what you got to work with, folks. So we're gonna look around. I just really want to try to get eyes on it. Now, just because it looks like it does this way today doesn't mean it will look like this in a week. So if you're diving in the Sound and you just got to keep going, you got to try it again another time. So but this is what it looks like today. So here we found the chain, and we're going to go over to where the anchor is and make sure that we can get it back. And we've got the Chewbacca hair on everything, so it kind of makes it hard to make out the lines, but I don't know if this is the edge of the ship or the gunnel, but it looks like she's down in the hole. So we're going to pull it up, see if we can get a better grip on it, or at least less better grip on it, so that we can get it back. So there's a little bit of current down here. That whole neutral buoyancy thing doesn't really work when you've got low vis. It's a very intimate dive, a lot of tactile diving. So we've got the anchor back, and we're going to put it here, and I'm kind of happy with how it is. And you know, it's as good as it's going to get. So now that we've got that straightened out, we're going to kind of look around either side and see what we can see. I don't foresee us going too far. Let's clean this off, see if we can make heads or tails out of it. It's a little nub. So it's a wreck with a nub. And we're going to go off to the left and look over here. And like I said, folks, Viz is what it is. Oh, found a lobster. Let's see if we can get him. Ah, he's too quick. Everybody says there's no lobsters in the Sound. You just gotta know where they are. And if you're gonna take lobsters in the Sound, you gotta have a permit. But when you're in the lobster industry for 11 years, the last thing you want to see is lobsters. So we are now on the right of where we hooked in, and we're looking over the side. It is what it is. This is you're seeing what we're seeing. So you know about as much as we do. So here's what it looks like. If you're in front of me, just want to fix my hood, get my hair wet. Ay, ay, ay. So we're about 95 feet, as you can see, and you can see I'm kind of straddled on the wreck, holding on. So just kind of getting situated. Yeah, it's more or less an exploratory dive. But we're just kind of working what we got. It's kind of hard to go in either direction, especially with the current. This was not a planned dive. We wanted to go somewhere else, and there was some fishermen on the boat, so this is where we ended up. And at least we got some eyes on it, got some sea anemones on it. So we're gonna button this up and make our way back up to the boat. So they're not all home runs, as I said earlier, but you get an idea of. Sometimes it's academic. It's good to train, and they say any dive you come back from is a good dive, and this was a good time. But oh look, there's a little shrimp or something in the water column down here at the deep side of the pool. So we're gonna head back up to the boat. Hope you had a great time checking out the Behemoth with us. We'd like to thank our friends over at Eastern Search and Survey for the sonar footage, or the images, and thanks to Ed and John for coming out with us today. And we did get the anchor back. We had to threaten it first, but we did get the anchor back. So thanks for watching. Go check us out at squalusmarine.com. And until next time, I'm Captain Dennis.